So this was actually one of my dearest clients. I work with Black males that are same gender loving, whether they're gay, bi, and this individual particularly, he got into a lot of the stuff through the party and play culture. That stuff was pretty normalized, but when he would come back and he would visit with me and we'd have all these great sessions talking about all this stuff, like his dreams of doing art on the big stage and bumping elbows with other people because of his artistry, it wasn't aligning with how sad he seemed. You could tell he was going through something on his own, and there was just, no matter how much we talked, we could not get through all the way. I could just tell there was something missing, and he kept dropping positive for opioids repeatedly. And one day I just took him to the side because I guess I saw something that I saw in myself when I was going through something similar, because other drugs were more socially okay. And I pulled him to the side and we talked, and I was like, look, you keep dropping for this. There's no shame with that. And I need you to know, at least in this room with the two of us, I can guarantee you anything you tell me, I've heard a lot of it before and I've said a lot of it before. There's no shame here. No drug is better than the other. There's no morality attached to it. But as somebody that loves you and cares about you and does not want to see you struggle, and he just starts tearing up immediately. And I started tearing up immediately. And honestly, there's not a lot of stories in my field where you can honestly feel really good, right? But in that moment, I could tell for him, he felt okay. And I was happy to be able to be that voice that could get through to him. He confided in me, that it's hard when people view you as something, like he said that he was a Black man and his identity, his culture, he felt as though he couldn't fully be himself, in that people look at him differently for these things. As a Hispanic person of color myself, I also understand there's so many things we have to live up to for our parents, for our friends, but he didn't even have to say it. I understood. He said he didn't know how to stop. He started pretty recently. It made him feel better. It made him feel warm. He was doing things he had to do to live, and that he didn't know why he kept coming back to this, but he felt guilty. I said, honey, there's nothing to feel guilty for, but what you do need, what I would like to see you have, is just somebody to talk to. It doesn't have to be me. It doesn't have to be anybody in this building. But what I can tell you, if you feel safe, if you feel comfortable, I'm happy to talk to you about this. Let me know what you're comfortable with. What can I do to ensure whatever you choose to do, you do it safely? So we began to talk. It was a great talk. I was able to educate him on different safer use methods. And I referred him to some organizations that also were maybe more available to him, because it wasn't people that he knew that would be there as well, So being able to offer him alternatives and being able to also just talk through with him, like, these feelings that you have are not wrong. Everything's normal. Like, if you don't like your habit right now, we can make a plan around it. I went years and years feeling that way too, wishing somebody would call me out, wishing somebody would stop me, wishing somebody would just see me. That's all you really need. You don't need a lecture. You don't need a slap on the hand. It's so essential as people that we see people. So it was great to be able to not just see him, but also give him the ways to be safe. Ongoing from that, probably like 2 months later, he came back into inpatient and completed the program. He had done it probably 5, 6, 7 times before, but he had never came to completion with it.